And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Esserin Odetta, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver. Shout out to the school teachers who will soon be going back to school again. Big up yourself. Shout out to the nurses, all medical field professionals. Shout out to law enforcement. Shout out to the military personnel out there. Shout out to whatever your profession is, from the man that sweeps the street to the person in the highest corporate office. You have a purpose, you're a person, and you deserve respect. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody going out to get it this morning. It's another day to get up and get your daily bread. And that's what we're doing. Big up on yourself and thank you for being here this morning. Let me first ask Esserin Odetta to please contact me at soulflowtv@gmail.com. You've been first so many times. I think you deserve your pick of one of these t-shirts. And like I said, I will drop a little autograph on it somewhere where it's not showing, so you don't have to wear it like that with me, big old autograph something. It'll be somewhere on there, so it's an authentic piece for you, right? Just a gift of appreciation. So link me up at soulflowtv@gmail.com where you can send me your information as to which one of the t-shirts you like, what size, and where to send it. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Mr. Article Don, main one, Onika St. John Jones, King Biggs is in the building, Audrey Wright, Prillis 123, Great Goody, Sharon Spence, Beast Boys in the building this morning, Brahma Wright, big up yourself, my sister, good morning, family. Karen Notice is in the building this morning, bigging up everyone, up. Lady J is in the building with us, Stacey Ann Williams is here, Senior Sexy, Donna Davis is in the building, King Biggs, oh, Lion. King Biggs, we'll get into that in a minute. David Gill, big up yourself. Sharon Ingram, Dorothy TBM, big up yourself. On Esserin Odetta, I see you're okay. All right, thank you. Gunner Life, big up yourself. Hey, let's get into the topic. So, this morning, we have like a couple of things to talk about. I wanted to really talk about Tommy Lee Sparta, dancehall artist Tommy Lee Sparta, and a message that he gave or left for the crowd on stage at Sumfest 2023. Tommy Lee was locked up for a while on some gun charges, and he did his time behind bars and he's out, right? And he was fortunate enough to be out and in demand. I think he has a European tour coming up shortly. I'm pretty sure that's true. Constant music and content coming out, and also to see his big old beautiful family. They all look alike. So much of them too. In family enough like, I don't know if you have a lick of antness and just the people. Family enough like what. But big up to him. Him have a tight family around him, man. And to see his positive mindset and his change and his message, something again which is so needed. I'm gonna get deep into that one in a minute, right? But we have to talk about Carlee Russel and her red Mercedes Benz. By the way, if you look at the icon for this video this morning, that is Carlee and that is her Mercedes Benz. She wasn't driving no jalopy car and she wasn't driving no old Brockdown Benz neither. Like I said before, she is pretty privileged kind of girl, right? And then you know the whole story behind Carlee thing. Those are my two topics this morning. Barely, that's all I wanted to talk about. But I'm such a busybody. I'm just all over the place, right? Because I'm always searching for interesting content and all that, which speaks to us as a diaspora, as a people, and just about our normal everyday life and things we might encounter. And I came across this story. I come across the story, I saved the story disappeared from my computer. As I was getting ready to go live this morning, this story pops up again. And I thought this story was very interesting. So I'm going to get into this story first before I get into anything else. I call this one Fattening Fowl for Mongoose. Yeah, fattening a fowl for mongoose. If you are old school Jamaican or you were raised by an old school Jamaican, you know what fattening fowl for mongoose mean. If you're a woman and a man tell us, I'm not fatten no fowl for mongoose, meaning he ain't putting his all into you so a next man can get that all finished product right there, right? Same thing, vice versa. If a woman tell you that as a man, that means she ain't giving you her 100 so she can shine you up and pretty you up, and then you gone off with somebody else. She not fattening no fowl for no mongoose. Interesting story. This story is about a woman from Venezuela, right? Who came to the United States of America by a man who, you know how the thing go already. You go overseas, you see this lovely, beautiful woman, you and her vibe. I don't know, you got your groove back. Something told you is a good move to marry this person and bring them to live in the US with you. Remember those videos I did? Be careful who you be careful who you file for and can't go foreign. And remember them video there? Sexy senior sexy says them call it fat and cockroach for foul as well. Yes, yes, yes. Karen Notice says attention seeking just made it bad for others, especially black women. That's why I'm not gonna start out with that one this morning, because that one is pretty deep. We said some things before, but we have to go say again. But anyways, this man moves this woman to America, right? And she leaves him for her neighbor or his neighbor. Now, here's the man. This is the new man and the woman, the police at the door, right? That's the woman. As you can see, she is not 500 pounds and she is not out of shape. And she's, you know, something that looked like the typical thing that a man from the US probably would go overseas to go find his wife and bring back come to the US. Let's be honest. Big up to my big girls out there, but most men, when they go overseas and end up finding wife, it's never a 300, 400 pound woman that they bring back. Almost never. See? So the stereotypical what it looks like. That's the police at the door because the police was called. That's the new man explaining how he got this woman. And the funny thing is, the brother who bring her come is right across the street watching all this go on. So his wife never went far. she just crossed the street, right? And if you look at him, I'm saying, listen, in life you have to be real with yourself, you know. Yeah, you have to be real with yourself in life. I know it's okay to aspire to have great things, and it's okay to feel that you deserve the best. It's okay, but some point in life you have to look on yourself and be honest. You know, you're like, if I get the top tier, then I've struck gold. That's good. But am I the typical kind of person that top tier runs towards? You know, not even up the lane. Hey, King Biggs, not even around the corner, brother. Not even up the lane. Not even 5 houses down the block. Like directly across the street. You see how the thing go? Okay, so man moves woman to America and she leaves him for his neighbor. Be careful who you file for and carry come a foreign. There's a reason why they say that the money can't buy love, because it can't. One man went all out for a woman and it all backfired. The man apparently loved her deeply. So he rescued her because she was going through a whole lot, as her country was going through a whole lot. She was displaced, never have nowhere for sleep. She was running around and sleeping in different places. Her whole family was on the run. Her section of Venezuela did turn up and turn over. Yeah, mash up. And she was footing it for life. All right. Now, while the man was a native of Venezuela, he left Venezuela a long time ago. So he's been living in the US. But apparently he's been romanticizing the idea of going home to find that perfect mate. I've heard people say it already, like, yo, when I'm ready to get married, I go back to Jamaica and I go pick up a little country girl who never wear shoes yet. Somebody were poor. That means that anything me give her, she go appreciate it. If me buy something from the dollar store, she go glad for it. If me buy some shoes for $10 from Peerless, she now go ask me where are the Louis Vuitton red bottoms. She's gonna be happy for the $10 Peerless pair of shoes that me buy her. Then that the way that me can buy her 10 pair of shoes and $100 loan me spend, and she feel like she's living in luxury, right? Whereas, you know, if you have a woman that is different than that and she know the ropes already, you can't carry her 10 pair of shoes, $10 shoes come, because she's going to look at you like, you know. So she prefers to have that one $200 pair of shoes or that one $100 pair of shoes instead of having 10 shoes that cost $10. You know, see the maths? I just work it out for no. So He rescued her from Venezuela. And to help her, the man moved the woman, not just her, along with her mother and her sister to America. Yes, he brought along her, and he brought her mama, and he brought her sister to the United States of America. Nice house. He has his career. He's doing well. He's taking very good care of her. And then she repaid him by leaving him for the man who lives across the street from him. The man had chip. The man called the police because I'm ready for burn down the place, right? Him can't believe. Matter of fact, first he was looking for her, didn't know where they went, and they're in cahoots. Didn't know where they went, and she is right across the street. You can imagine, right? You and your woman get in an argument, right? Argument get heated, and she say, "You know what? I'm gone. I'm out of here." And you're like, "Go ahead, give me a break anyway. You know, she soon come back, whatever." And you hear door slam. Bye. Hour pass, 2 hour pass, 3 hour pass. You say, okay, she never do this before. Day one pass. Day two pass. First of all, you run outside and look like a couple of minutes later, you look up the block and down the block, you know. Which part she gone? She never normally go for a walk, not in the neighborhood. You know, then you look around and, you know, see her and all these things. The journey was short. The disappearance was easy because she took a couple of steps across the street and them locked the door. And she's been inside that house for days. And you don't know where your wife did, right? So when it comes to the matter of the heart now, there's a lot of risk there. See, sometimes a person can be attracted to someone and even love them. However, that same someone may end up meeting someone else that they feel a better connection to or a stronger attraction to than you. I remember one time when Granny them did used to tell we say, you feel love who love you, not who you love. You never hear that one there before. Love who love you, not who you love. Talk to me this morning. I never hear that before. It is funny how they turn this around in the media here in the US. It says, this is the excuse. The excuse says when it comes to the matter of the heart, there is a lot of risk, you know. Sometimes a person can be attracted to someone and even love them. Yes, give them your heart and soul. However, the same someone may end up meeting someone else while they are with you that they have a better connection to and a stronger attraction to. So, Granny said, love those who love you. Love who love you, not who you love. Because who you love me, I don't love you. You have to make sure that them love you. All right? Now, when them love you, you don't know, say, okay, because them have genuine love for you, things can probably work itself out. Because people don't normally just fling with something with them love. Right? Right. But you see, when you are run down somebody and I chase them and I try to convince them, say, you love me, man, you love me. Look, I bring you flowers all the time. What is your love language? It's Chinese. I'll speak it. Yang tang chai, you kiss them foot, you wipe them body, you do everything in life for them. You're walking on glass all the time to make sure they're okay. You do everything. You're dotting all I's, crossing all T, Xing all boxes. You're doing everything for them. If they simply don't love you, they simply don't love you. And then them can find somebody who they have a stronger attraction to. Yeah, because them never love you in the first place. When somebody really love you, it's hard for them to find somebody who they're going to have a stronger attraction to. You know what I say? You ever love somebody and give them your whole heart yet? I know a lot of you have, and you've been scarred. And you've been scarred, and you probably scarred for life. I will never love nobody like this again. That's why your next partner get beaten. Because you're there still trying to catch revenge. Yeah, the last time me love the boy, right? Look all right to me. So you, Sean, you're not get no loving. I just be a headache in your life. Because you're not going to do me like how none of the other one them do me. That's why it's important to not have too many partners as well. Because each one leave, you get men and women. Each one leave, you get scarred up. You get scarred up more and more each time you are left or each time you have to leave somebody. Not true? I could take that call here real quick. Live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, SoFlo.
Good morning, family. What go on? I'm there, I know.
Yeah, but there are some million with good for the brass face, you know.
Jaja. Boy, hold on there. I think a joke thing. Me left the stove on and me teed up on the stove. And the tea the me I burn up the sour sap. Yo.
Why don't you do it and pot scraping? Yeah, man. Make sure the fire department I can come to get you. Oh, good morning, sir, brother. How are you doing, ladies?
Here, wife is she from around the back. Yeah, burn down the house again, babe.
Yeah, man.
Brother, hear what?
Like you need a personal fire brigade.
listen. Thank you for calling in because this the kitchen a smoke right now. The soursop leaf them will almost catch fire in the pot bottom. There is no water in there. But me throw like water.
In mysterious ways.
Thank you, my brother. If you never call and say something about tea, you see that? We are more connected than we think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so talk to me.
You know, I said, but disappointed in the South Florida, whenever I said, at Kingston 21, at the 15th parish, we want them reach win a World Cup. I mean, see nobody organize no viewing party, no breakfast party, no spinners, and after on the saltfish early morning time and people drink liquor and say, go there again, there's disappointing.
So you said the reggae girls advance and nobody is celebrating?
And then after advance, them the World Cup, them the highest level of the sport.
The reggae girls are in the World Cup and nobody is celebrating.
Me not see nobody not celebrate, but me not see no orchestrated effort for the Iron gather and Kingston people and Spanish Town people and Carolina people and Montana were way around flag as black, green and gold. Go there again, guys.
All right,
disappointing.
If you never said it this morning, me wouldn't know about it either.
Rockstone was a bit last night.
Ja. Yeah.
Call you up now.
Yeah.
And some of the song eloquently pointed out. When Brazil and Argentina, racist Argentina, and them team are player Jamaica, if you go down Black Road and a beer party. After we won people. I don't know what going on in Jamaica, because I'm not in Jamaica, but in a South Florida where them say a Kingston 21.
No, me get what you say. Yeah.
100,000 Jamaican there between Palm Beach.
And with a silencer.
Yeah, I'm not seeing no orchestrated. I'm not seeing nobody out orchestrated and say them organize this, them organize that.
Disappointed. Because me never know about it either. People not going to celebrate what they don't know about, you know. And you know, so we are very patriotic people. So we are going to buy and lick pot cover if we know. But, you know, there's so much going on, honestly. And to tell you the truth, the reggae girls don't get not even half of the support, the respect, and even from government, go right down to the people. The publicity, them not get not even half of what they're supposed to get. And them talk about reggae boys right through. Even when the last time reggae boys advanced that far was way back in a Woy, they still celebrate them more than they celebrate the reggae girls. I covered stories about them before, how them did stranded out there and couldn't get them equipment cleared. They had to pay a certain amount of money. People had to donate it, all that kind of stuff, and they're going to have to represent the country. So yeah, it's a big deal that they don't get no kind of support on that level of what they should get. I show you a talk, man. So it's not surprising now that we don't know. We don't know that them do great things because nobody now big them up. They should be big up from the top, come right down. Because if the bigger heads them big them up, and the Star and the Glean and the Loop and all these news entities big them up, we're going to find out about them and we're going to celebrate too.
You know what is unfortunate? And everything you have said is true, but it is not unique to Jamaica. I went to a restaurant about 4 years ago. A Brazilian restaurant. When Brazilian men steamer play, the place cock. Them all have off-duty police over there as security and raid. Last time Brazil women's a play 2019 World Cup. I go over
Mm-hmm.
there for a game one day for watch a game.
Yeah.
Not the TV never on with the game panic. I said, I don't know that Brazil women's playing World Cup today. The TV not even on, my brother. I was shocked.
They're not even care.
So it's not just Jamaica where women's sports are not given half the attention
It's
of the
globally.
men's sports.
Globally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bad
Even in
representation.
the US, look at the NBA. Just look at the NBA because the girl that went over to Russia the other day and got caught up, right? Because she did have marijuana oil residue, not the oil itself and not a portion of ganja. That's the residue she almost got crazy years in prison for. Um, but they're saying that the females who play basketball professionally in the US, their salary is so low that after the season is done for them, like the man them, when the man them season done, for them salary so big, they take their family on luxury vacation, fly private jets, they're out to the seas on yachts. The females, they have to go find a next country and play in their professional league. And that's how she ended up in Russia. And Russia actually pays her for one season more than she makes in the actually she make 200 and something thousand, I believe, was her base salary in the US playing basketball, and Russia gives her 1 million US dollars per season for them. So of course she'll go over there, go scrape it up, and she's not the only one. It's many of them. So yeah, it's all across the board. It's just the same thing as females doing the same thing that men do, but not getting paid the same amount. A lot of money going to the NBA. Let's face it, and of course a lot of publicity along with it. Therefore comes big salaries for the women. It's different. Them not push it so much. Some can't see what I say. But big up to the reggae girls and thank you, my brother, for bringing that to our attention. Let me address. Let me go jump in the comment section and now address some of the stuff we are going in there.
All right.
All right, manners. All right, we should not forget about the reggae girls, people. It's true. The reggae girls are our representation on the global stage. And honestly, if we see how they've been treated, this ain't the first time. I've actually done videos before covering how they're treated and why they're not getting so much respect. Shout out to Sadala Marley as well, for being pretty much the backbone of that. But back over here, so now, in the comment section, because I left my tea on the stove again. I see, let's address some of these comments real quick. We're not done talk about the woman who left the man for the man cross the street yet. We'll get back into that. Signs of dementia you have. You have to start look into that. Forgetfulness. It's not a joke anymore. All right, Crystal G. please don't diagnose me. Don't call on them something there for me. All right. My memory is very good. I do too many things at once. That's probably the issue. I do too many things at once. Run two businesses, right? And I'm on this computer. I'm on two different computers, and my mind is working two different things at the same time. In the meantime, I have one foot something down here so with hot water and I soaking my right ankle because I have an ankle injury. And in the meantime, me I try make tea and then I'm organizing what to talk about on this morning's morning thoughts while I'm uploading two new content on another channel on YouTube. I mean I do all different kind of something. So maybe it's just me trying to do too much at once and I need to slow down. That's always been my problem. So me know what the problem is, man. It's not my forgetfulness. It's me doing too much at once and not being able to keep up. You ever hear them say man can't multitask? I don't think men can't multitask. I think it's just that some of us do too much at once, right? Uh, British Jamaican girl says, true caller, normally in the UK, when men football, you would have known someone would be shouting in their house. But after the girls, it's only the telly would have let you know that football is on. So even in the UK, they don't pay the same attention to female sports. Bees boy say you're in your 40s, LOL. The hustle is real. And I'm nothing to do with age, my friend. It has to do with doing too much at once. Some people can't forget nothing because they don't do nothing. Them only do one thing. So it's not hard to forget or it's not hard to remember one thing. But when you do 4 different things at once, 5 different things at once, Kai just wake up while that going on. I give him his bottle. By the way, I was going to say this morning. You know, something that we have to practice, and I practice it. I wake up, I make sure when my kids wake up, the first thing they hear in the morning is, I love you. Yeah. So I call Kai Papa. And as him wake up in the morning, me want to make sure, say, as him see me, the first thing he hears is, morning, Papa, I love you, right? And then his love language as people. Everybody like when you speak for them love language. Nobody not care about your love language though. But anyways, next story. Your children have love language too, right? So him, I know that him want a fresh cup of apple juice soon as him wake up in the morning. That's just his thing. Just like how some people want a fresh cup of coffee or a fresh cup of tea, him want a fresh cup of apple juice as him wake up in the morning. So me make sure it goes like this. Morning, Papa, I love you. You want some juice? And get him apple juice. From him say yeah, and you give him apple juice, the biggest smile upon him face. Him turn around and go right back in him room, right? It makes him feel good. So I think like, you know, small people, me call them, they're just like big people too. I have to cater to them like that as well. Just a little message, learn, you know, something real. And that's to show you again, so me I do like 4, 5, 6 different things at once. Anyhow, back to this story I know. Let's repeat the part here. When it comes to the matters of the heart, there's a lot at risk. Sometimes a person can be attracted to someone and even love them. However, that same someone can end up meeting somebody else who they have a better connection with and they are stronger or more strongly attracted to that other person than you. I remember, I know this is somebody where you love, right? So back to what Granny said, love who love you, not who you love. Or they used to even go further and say, married who love you and not who you love. Right. That goes for a lot of us men. And let's talk about that. Let's be realistic. Let's talk about that. Sometimes when you watch them show there, I see the kind of man them that goes overseas to get a woman. I just see the disaster coming. Again, let's be honest with yourself. Y'all thought I was going to talk about women alone? Yeah, let me talk about we now. Delusional as hell. You are 45 years old. Your hairline has receded all the way to the back of your ears, round yasso, right? You have a big bald spot in yasso, and you don't even have the sense to shave off the side. So you have the side that might grow, and it look like clown, right? That's just how it looked to me. I'm just saying. And then, of course, you're about 5'2" tall, 5 feet 2 inches tall, and you weigh about 300 and something pounds, and you have a belly that look like it have twins in it. And some, I'm talking about one specific man when me see, right? He's some engineer, something, so you know, he make a lot of money, whatever. But this is the look from the outside, right? And obviously he's tired of American women and he has to go overseas because they only want him for his money and all this other stuff. And he goes overseas and the show make it seem like, oh, he's found genuine love. And then you look at the girl and you're like, there's absolutely no match there. And people boost you up and talk about, it's not about the looks, it's about the heart. And it's a lie. It's a lie. I'm telling you, it's a lie. Nobody says when they see you across the street, damn, she got a nice heart. Oh man, her intelligence shines from way across the room. I have to get to, no, it's the looks. People are always attracted to the aesthetics first, the outside first. Damn, I'm tally. So the woman say, yeah, I like tall man still, that one, yeah. Tall and big and strongy man, you know? And the man them I look like, that body there. Whether I thick like I'm big like this because some man love that, or whether I maga like that because some man love that, is what they see first that attracts them. So stop fool up yourself and feel like, say, you're going to go overseas, right? Be in your worst condition ever, 10 steps and you breathe like you're dying. You can't run no for long. And then you're going to pick up one of them fit like a nice young something there and drag them back over to the US in promise of papers and a better life. And then when she arrives, there's that guy across the street that looks exactly what she like and look like a better fit too. And that's just by looks, right? You have to be realistic with yourself. This man bring not only the girl, him bring our mother, him bring our sister. When things like this happen, it normally spells doom for the relationship. Furthermore, in this current generation, there are just many other people doing the most to be in a relationship. And as a result, they fail due to lack of a foundation. This man has learned the hard way when it comes to love and helping people. Despite living in America, the man is actually Venezuelan. However, the woman who he is involved with was still living in Venezuela, so he did his part to get her out of the turmoil that was happening in her country, brought her here. Since this woman was portraying herself as his significant other, I love you so much, I appreciate you and everything you do for me and the family. Can you send me $500, please? I love you, honey. Next time when you come home, we're going to do it like crazy, okay? I can't wait to jump your bones. Where she talk your language? Wherever she knows say you like to hear, and that she gonna tell you. See? Now, since this woman was portraying herself as his significant other, the man moved the whole family here. In addition, he moved sister, mother, all that to the States. One argument, too many, and she ended up across the street with his neighbors. The police was called to this altercation right here. And he told the police he suspected that his wife was inside that house. I don't know, and probably see her peep out of the window. You know, sometimes when you try peep somewhere, and then you and somebody I make four, and you're like, I'm peeping from an angle where me sure them can't see me. And you go so, and you somebody I make four. And them inside they are talk about him see me, John know him see me, him see me. Yeah, that's what happened to him. He's looking around, and him and wifey I make four from the neighbor house across the street. And she closed the curtain. And him go over there, go ring bell and knock door. I want to know if my wife is in here. Him and the man get in a big argument, and the man calls the police. The man calls the police comes to the door. When the police comes to the door now, she have a story. See? That's them explaining the story. That's the new man we have her. The other man that brought her looks like he's probably even shorter than she is, and quite somewhat close to the description I described earlier. All right, sir? All right. So the big tall construction worker across the street with the size 13 boot them now. He opens the door with his arms as long as legs, and he's explaining to the police officer how he got this woman. he said he said the man across the street brought her and her family here, and he's basically holding her hostage. She's not happy, and he's not treating her good. And he's always threatening to send her back to Venezuela. And she run away, and I think I can save her. We are very much clicking like that. And them ask her, so which part she sleep, and we share the same room. She's in my room, and so y'all sleeping in the same bed. Yeah, we're sleeping in the same bed. Okay, so y'all developed a full relationship then. Yeah, we've developed a full relationship. And just like that, fatten the fowl and carrot come get the mongoose. This mongoose didn't even have to look for him fowl. Him bring it, come put it right across the street from him. So again, the story is be careful who you file for and carry go far near. All right. And another lesson to this is be careful how you treat people when you carry them come a foreign, because some people wicked. Some people carry people come a foreign. I have the people them hostage for real in a real life. I have the people just hanging over their head. Say something. I bet say anything. I bet you not say nothing. I bet me call immigration and tell them say you're in here threaten my life and I try to beat me up. I bet me thump myself in my eye and call the police them upon you. I bet me make them lock you up here. I bet me make them deport you back. You're gonna know where prison feel like a foreign before you go back to Jamaica, you know. I mean, I make sure so you get deported to, you know. People are under serious threat here. Serious threat from people who they thought loved them, and they thought they were going to the land of milk and honey with the love of their life, and things get tragic. So me don't know the two sides of them story, because the woman barely speak no English, and I don't know if the man really was abusing her or she just see something across the street what she like and had a better connection with. And while he was off and out, busy during the day, working to make sure she lives the good life, she don't have to run up and down and ask nobody for nothing, and she in a nice house where all the bills are paid and all this stuff. she was busy. Hi. Hi. And see it there, gone. Right? So just be careful both ways. That's the lesson in that this morning. Patty Barrett says, true, it go both ways. I saw that, but figured it was a typo. All right. The new man cross the street. I go get fame taste, a headache, a heartache soon too. Audrey Wright says, and that is absolute. Thanks for saying that before me change the subject. The new man cross the street. You know them ever saying? Why we're special, you know? We Caribbean people special. Here why? Because we have a saying for everything. You know them have a saying that says you lose it the same way you did get it. All right. You lose it the same way you did get it. Remember that? So people out there, oh, me take away girl, man, and me have him and all that. Somebody will come take him away from you too. Or me take away the man, girl, and all that. Somebody will come take her away from you too. Right? It's just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. You have to understand the deep levels to that though. Because this is somebody that doesn't mind being taken away from somebody else close by. And obviously she's looking for better. She looked like she could have been one of them Instagram model kind of girl there, where do the IG something and make a whole heap of money in our with our pictures and posting every day and all these things. I'm thinking he thinks he has a trophy wife. And look, I got her from right next door. I didn't even have to go far. I got her from right next door. I didn't even have to go far. Yeah, the mindset of somebody like that. Soon as him go a little bit down the road with her, I should say better. Hi. Cause she don't mind get take away. She don't mind get take away. All right. So trophy. Them take away the man trophy, brother. Broke him heart. Him call the police. You know, so me not call no police. I am not calling no police. If over there is where you want to stay, I will gladly move all your things. Give me some time. Let me get a couple of U-Haul boxes. I will gladly move all your things and put it right over there. I'll put it on the lawn. I'll put it at the front door. I'll go get a couple of people and help and pay them my money for them help me move your stuff. Go right over there. I left it right there. So you gotta stay over there and watch me live a good life though. Cause now I'm stress free. Take your mama with you and take your sister. Take your everybody homeless. You not left your mama and sister in my house and you over. And that are the part where would have burned me. The part there would have burned me. I know the whole family left, you know. And she alone left. And them still stay in the man house and them know which part she there. But him not him not know which part she there. So here what? Take the whole of your something them. See the box them here. Take your mama with you. May I fling out the mama to push out girl and little push in her back. Not abuse her or nothing. I'm just a girl little push in her back. Yeah. Just take your mama with you too, and he take your sister too. And then you can watch me from across the street as I turn up and live a good life for myself. Stress-free without unite. Wicked people. Wicked people. Hear me now, man. The next one for the morning. Come out. And that's what I say. Come take your matter of fact, don't take nothing. Me take everything for you. I will make it easy for you. Don't lift a muscle. I will move. I will do the work. I will pack your things them neatly too. Hey, come out. No, it's all have to go. Patty Barrett, she wicked. She wicked because she actually expect her mom and her sister to still stay over there so with the man. We carry all of them come. And you first defect. Matter of fact, you're the captain of the ship. And you are the one who's supposed to go through the suffering a little bit till everybody's straight. And take it. Not true? I saw the plan go. No, isn't that how the plan goes? You're the one that's supposed to take the little suffering till the whole of it straight, and then we can get to one place and these things. Then you can do what you just do. You just run gone a new man, so right across the street to my girl, you mess up the plan, man. So yeah, take your mama with you. Can't carry your dirty sister with you too. Hold on now. Come out. Yo, wicked. I wouldn't even put the stuff in a box. Everything on the lawn, carrying notice. Just stay across the street and fling them one, right? Here's your hair dryer. Over there, so. Take up the two lean boot them. Put your left over here to heal them lean. Hope him can buy your new shoes. Here, one shirt, two panty. Take all of your stuff them. All of the stuff them are I leave a long line from your house, go over to Fidem house. Because you can't fling the panty them so far. Be a panty and brazier and everything, litter the yard. Go all. If him care enough, him come pick them up. Them will call police on you for that though. You can't do that. In America, you cannot do that. They will call the police on you and they will have a valid charge because you are destroying their stuff. When you could have asked me, nah, promote no foolishness. Me a joke, but me have to tell you because somebody will watch this and say, so floor said we can fling them. Just fling them. And next thing you know, so floor. I jail me there in Miami, you know, me I think about, oh, you get me in this, you know. So don't take that seriously. You cannot throw the person's stuff across the street. All right. You better you pack it up and carrot go over there, go drop it on the front lawn, or drop. Even if you drop it on the front lawn, you can get in a trouble because if rain come and wet it up, them can sue you. And you know the little $20 shoes them when them have in a box, they're gonna say it's $200 for each pair of those. So you can get yourself in a more trouble than ever before. Basically, make sure so them stuff okay. I would even pay for your storage for your feet. Me I find a monthly storage space, clean out everything, go put it in there. Pay me $39.99 a month for the storage space. I will all of that. We can organize for when you can get to the storage place. Tell the people them and them I will give you the key and set it up. Me not even a delay with you. And you can go get your stuff clear, clean, safe. None of we never exchange, no words or nothing. And if I me buy it, me burn it in the yard. Andre, Andre, you take a reg with a come out. Andre say if I me buy it, me I burn it in the yard. Or a big old bonfire with the oil and something them. When you're evicted and the rain with the things, nobody gets sued. Let me tell you something. You can't evict nobody like that. If they have been collecting mail at that address or that has been listed as their primary address for more than 30 days, they can actually, not can actually nothing. You can fling them out and say, come out. You can pack them things and just push it out the door. You can't talk about I am evicting you and get out. You have to go actually the legal route to evict a person like that. So if you're there, tell him, come out of my place. And him said, yeah, man, 30 days from now, me I come out, or 2 weeks from now, me I come out. No, me want you come out today. You have to go make up a story to get him out today. Because that's been his address. I saw it work here. Well, I know in the state of Florida, that's how it works. And I think it works the same way all over America as well. Same way. All right. On to our next one. Big up to Tommy Lee Sparta. Watching Tommy Lee Sparta, just like how yesterday we watched Lady Saw, our Minister Marian Hall do our thing. I'm taking in Sumfest 2023 in pieces. See? I'm watching Tommy Lee Sparta's performance, and you know him stop and he talked to the audience, and the message was profound, and I liked it. I like it because of this. I like it because everybody is pushing a message now of, you know, the man that might do 1 and 2 good song, uplifting your spirit kind of song, but majority of the work that's coming out, like we said yesterday, is, I don't want to say ungodly, but it's on the lower vibrational tip. See? Now, Tommy Lee, shout out to the Jamaica Gleaner, closing the show on night 1 of Reggae Sumfest 2023. Tommy Lee Sparta gave a diverse performance, entertaining his fans with his hits while delivering a message about his time being incarcerated. You don't know, that Jamaica prison is no easy feat. Tommy Lee, whose birth name is Leroy Russell, was sentenced to 3 years in prison for illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition in March of 2021. Don't judge. I've said this before. The way how Jamaica run, I would rather get caught with it than get caught in a situation where I needed it and it could have saved me and I didn't have it because I was following the law. If it's a case of I have applied multiple times to the FLA and they have denied me without any basis other than we just don't feel like you have the right to carry a concealed weapon, me not left my head back careless out the road, if you understand what I'm saying, right? I'm not telling them to go carry no illegal gun. I'm telling you, read between the lines and do what's best for you because it's your life, right? So Tommy Lee was caught in one of them situations. Then now, having been released in March this year after serving 2 years He says that he has no regrets about his time behind bars. None. And because of that, his time behind bars, he was able to make several changes to his life. Quote unquote, the man said, me no regret go there. Because guess what? Are the best 2 years of my life. The best 2 years of my life. A man just do prison time and come back and tell us that those were the best 2 years of his life. Why? You understand? Him said, this is what he said. He said, me get time for pre, which means time to think. And me get time for my family, which means you're stationary. Him get a whole heap of visits. You can't run up and down all over the place anymore. And mommy has to come check me from when and all. No, yeah, mommy, man, me soon come, me soon come. You know, you take life for granted and you take people for granted. And you're like, yeah, man, me soon come. We soon link, man, we soon link. And you're all about yourself and your life, right? Well, when he was placed in that situation, him couldn't go nowhere. And he's longing to be visited as everybody is that's in prison. So him get time for think, time for his family, and he got time for himself. Time to sit down, time to look into yourself, time to understand yourself, time to look at some of the moves you were making and some of the people them you did a flex around. The man said me used to take one whole heap of drugs and them thing there. And I'll pop pills. You understand? You know, it's kind of weird for some people when you tell them, say, yeah, they popping pills in Jamaica too, man. They going up. I'm talking about ecstasy pills, whatever kind of other pills out there, whatever. I always tell people this, whatever is in the US is very much in Jamaica as well. Tourists, when they have their vices and their addictions, don't think they go to places where they can't get a supply of their favorite things that they need. They have it every day at home. Why would I go through withdrawals on vacation? Right? So naturally, whatever they are on here in the US or England or Canada or wherever them flying from, they have it right there ready for them too. And those who can afford it partake of it if that's their mindset. He was one of those kind of people. And come up on the stage, come say, yeah, he was popping his pills and taking a whole heap of drugs and them thing there and pop pill, you understand? Overdo it. Him say him did that overdo it. And me come off of my addictions. Enough thing. You understand? So I'm glad for the liquor break. Me come off of my addictions. He was able to sit through, clean up yourself, reorganize your brain, feel what it feels like to be clean again and functioning without these drugs and these things that you're taking. And you know, one thing me always say about Tamili is he's a good dad. Remember, I know, me say, if you are a man that don't take care of your children, me and you can never be friends. Me and you can never even be, don't heal me. If you, I'm that serious about it. Like, don't even bother heal me. Don't come stand up next to me and hold no conversation. Me no want nobody go take no picture and say, yeah, so floor brethren man, yeah, he's a deadbeat daddy do I have 6 youth who are dead down there. And watch how the man a floss out the road and they don't even come stand up near me. See? I admire the fact that he's a dad that has a lot of kids and him take care of all them, picking them. And he's very much present in their life, you know, not just a donor, not just a financial donor or a sperm donor. He's there. Somebody admire that. And when you have children, it's very necessary for you to keep yourself clean. It's very necessary for you to keep a clear mind space. You understand? And it's very necessary for you to live a life that your children can emulate, that your children can be proud of, that there are no blowbacks on your children. Seeing. So he had a lot of time to think, and it goes that deep. And the end of it, the man says, God make it happen. And not too much people miss to go to prison, get convicted and go to prison time and talk about this God make it happen. So his message was deep for me. God make it happen. You notice him never come out and do what a lot of these guys do. When them come out, man, bust off a little 2 year, dog. Yeah, I know nothing that. Back on the street again. It's what I say. Same old, right? Same old. He's like, nah. Him not gonna come out here and glorify man a down a street or man a down a jail and me a bad man in there and me and my part of them did a run the place in there and yo, we have a cell block lockdown in a dog and I be a part of the cell block every day. Look at 2 years run off easy, man. And because you start to let children think, these kids that look up to him, they would start to think, well, if me get a little couple of years, I'm going there, no nothing. I go in there with around people like Tommy Lee and describe it in there, and you know, we are gonna have fun until they reach in there. And so, like Kendrick Lamar says, somebody behind you asking you for ass. Yeah. So I'm glad Sam come out with this message and say, God make it happen. So big up to Tommy Lee for that. Expressing her gratitude to him for sharing his experience, Donna Hope, who is a cultural studies professor at the University of the West Indies, she said, I thought it was very important for him, especially in his first big performance since coming out of prison, to sort of interject that into his performance. I was very grateful for actually that, and I thought that it made an important impact on people who were looking on. This is Donna Hope, cultural studies professor at the University of the West Indies, giving her take on that. And I'm telling you, psychologically, it goes deep, right? I was very grateful for it actually, and I thought that it made an important impact on people who were looking on. I mean, he's a big artist. People know him and they respect him and his work. I personally wanted him to reflect on it, whether in a song or in the way that he actually did, and I was grateful when he did it. She continued, at one point, it seemed like he was even close to tears as he was speaking on the stage because he was very overwhelmed when he began to discuss what happened to him in prison and really try to give a sort of cautionary tale because he was saying, yo, the guard them, the man said them guard them wicked, but big up the guard them still. Yeah, but the man, the wicked, you don't know them out the street because them take off them clothes before them come road, right? You don't see them when them a come work, so you don't know who them, but them man are wicked in ya. And I've heard these stories from prisoners in Jamaica that I've spoke to who have done time. Man say, one brother said, brother, when them a beat you in there, you know, from one lick you know, everybody, the whole of them, you know, I come beat you, you know, and them beat you in groups. And them man, when them a beat you, them make sure, one thing them go for, them a make sure them lick out couple of your teeth them. It's like that's what they do, right? Them make sure. You all when you cover your mouth, them a move your hand, cause them a make sure say couple teeth fly out. So if you want to come down, you come catch them kind of beating you. And trust me, there's nothing you can do. All right. So Tommy Lee gave his cautionary tale. I think to some people that might be considered a life. That might be considering a life that would lead them into a situation like this. This is a big deterrent. Tommy Lee also gave an account for the hardship that accompanied the lockup. Him said, we're there, me and Cartel. We have a thing called recreation where we go play football, right? And the only time the sun touch you, one heap of lockdown and them things there. So we're there, me and Cartel, Vibes Cartel, we are reason, because he was in the same prison, right? Probably on different sections, but only parted by a fence. So wire link fence, you can talk through the fence. And the dog say, which means Cartel say, Tommy Lee, youth, we are reason, but we youth them. And he must say, Tommy Lee, when my youth a baby, you know, me they are prison. And now them have baby. I'm still there. Me say, God no dog. It rough in there, bro. It really rough in there. These are the things that enough of our youths don't think about when they're making those spur of the moment decisions. I watch a video out of Jamaica the other day, seeing, and I see you have to understand this, you know. Some of the youths, them, you could clean up yourself, put on suit and be pastor this, or teacher that, or professor this, and you can chat till you're dead. Them no want to hear a thing from you. You see, when a man will have him body fully tattooed up and him done lived certain life already, and him can talk from a place of experience, and them people there who them look up to, is their words mean more to them than even them parents' words. So it's very important for our artists them to do this. Remember, one of the biggest things I said to this day, I said I love certain type of music, but I know it's not healthy. But the only thing I wanted these artists to do was hold a platform, a forum, a discussion session on video where they would say to the youths them on a national platform, we do the music, right? We talk about boy Mara fly and Ghana space and my gun bust my 4x4 and I'm face and all these things, right? Please understand that this is entertainment. None of us here is living that kind of life. But the simple fact that they won't do that, they have the youth them thinking so them go kill people, then come sing about it. Then the poor little youth them start follow them. And while the only thing they want to do, them no want to take in them school book no more, cause them swear they're gonna be an artist and they're gonna blow up and they're gonna explode like their favorite artist. So nobody can give me no talk. Yeah, I can kill people and then do song about it. I make whole heap of money. I have whole heap of girls around me. So they lead the youth them in a way where them can not even them can save them. And all the things that I'm telling them to tell the youth them up front, they eventually end up having to say it anyways. I've been here long enough to see them have to switch around their message anyways. I'm not call no other name, but there's another artist who got put in a bad situation because of the demeanor, mannerism, the music, and all other kind of stuff that he was portraying and putting out there for the youths to follow. That bad energy there, and it come back, and them have to sit down and change them tune, right? So it's important to tell the youth them these things, my friend. Tell them so when time you go to prison, you see you have some man in there where him now come out. Like if him sentence so long, him not see no time again, him come out and catch the sentence there in them 30s and at 80 year them give him there. Him not gonna live for be 100 and nothing. Him out dead in there and him know it. And a years now him not see all a girls. So y'all you with your little smooth skin and your teenage self, cause you barely come out at teenage years. When you go in there, them man they gonna turn you into them gal. I mean I ask you, them round the long time I lift weights, them big and healthy. Them man they'll thump off your face and take body. And this them man they need to tell the youth them something there and make it be a real deterrent and stop come out, come glorify prison like say you're a bad man in there and when time you run in, you're a bad man on road and when you go in there you run off the jail cell them too. Sure. So talking to Cartel and Cartel have to say that to him. Come to prison when me youth them a baby. Me still in here. And me youth them have baby now. You turn granddaddy a prison. That's the part you don't think about. For some reason, a young mind thinks, I got this figured out. Them not catch me. Me not do no time back at this. And when the sentence they lick, and you start to realize how much of your young years are going toward your most these are the years when you're most alert, when your mind works the fastest, when your body is at its fittest. These are the years that you're supposed to be striking the iron while it's hot. These are the years you're supposed to be putting shoulder to the wheel and building foundation, and you're about to throw away all these years plus some. Figure lock up with a bag of man, beer swinging seed bag and body in there, and you no gay, all kind of something that gonna happen to you in there, especially you're so young, all these kind of things. They have to tell the people them something there, right? I was watching a documentary of Fleece Booty Johnson. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's out of prison now. Fleece Booty Johnson, y'all go watch his documentaries or his interviews. Yo, I saw some deep things the man talk. The man said, yeah, one thing that stuck with me, he said, when you locked up when you're young, you know, when you're young and you're vibrant, one of the things that's on your mind more than anything when you're young is sex. Yeah. How you can get it, how you're going to get the next piece. You love it, you enjoy it, you like doing it, you're physically fit, you could go rounds. Well, check it. When you get locked up, that urge doesn't leave you. You bring it into prison with you. That's what he said. He said, man, I'd be hard pressed to find somebody in here that wasn't into it. You know what I'm talking about. And it's more giving it up than people getting it taken from them in here. I'm not saying it don't happen. It does. But almost everybody in here partaking. I would say this. Anybody in here on a long stretch, 10-year sentences and more, oh, they're getting down. They're getting down. They hide and do it if they can't do it out in the open. And then a lot of guys, because their sentence is so long, they don't even care no more. They just let everybody know that that's what I do, right? So these are things that are deterrent. If the youth them know say a that meets them, if they continue the route they're on. I was grateful for the maturity and for the moments that he took from the musical performance to give the testimony, because it was a kind of testimony, and I'm grateful for it, a kind of testimony that will uplift the youth them, that will change somebody's mind. If you can save one life, you saved a lot, right? And that's why we continue to push this message. Hear me, I say. We're talking about dancehall, and dancehall get a lot of flack for leading you astray, for saying bad things. Even Tommy Lee himself, having come through that whole Uncle Demon phase and being incarcerated. So coming to us now and giving us this kind of make hoopla, speaking very deliberately to the journey and reflecting on it in a very mature way, not only shows the kind of diversity that is inside of dancehall, but also inside of an individual who is a dancehall artist. So for me, all the work I've done, says the professor, with dancehall, standing up and many times defending dancehall, I'm grateful that he was willing and he was able to be mature enough to show this transformation on a big stage like this to so many youths that are watching physically right there and on the internet as well, right? Let's close that segment by saying this. If Tommy Lee did do something bad and I spoke about it, we would have talked about it. If him do anything bad, we would have talked about it, right? So if him do something good and he has a good message to spread, why not help to spread the good message? That's the problem. I used to review music a lot, and I would notice that people used to come on the channel and say, me not like the music we're out now, cause I be a chopper music and batty this and skin out that. Me not listen to it anymore. But every time, right, I did a promotion or a review of an artist like a I Wayne with a message, or a Capleton with a message, or a Junior Gang with a message, or those are some of the lowest viewed videos on this platform, period. Because even the people them who say they don't like negativity, they only tune in when I do the negative stuff. We have to be true to ourselves as people. And if you really want better, you have to start to be a part of that collective that will get better, right? You can't say, you know, like, I hate negative music, but when you hear good music, change that. No, I hate negative message. Beer foolishness him tell the youth them for do. But when you hear positive, change that. Let me go hear what the foolishness news I say, because it's exciting. You can't be that. We can't have it two ways. All right. So big up to Tommy Lee. Big up to Tommy Lee for this messenger. And again, like we said from yesterday with Minister Marianne Hall, Lady Saw, transformation is a journey. None of we don't have this figured out. But the goal is to continue to grow and to get better until we become the best version of ourselves. All right, sir. Our last one for the morning, we will spend our last 15 minutes talking about, and this is the Carlee Russel story. Finally comes to bump. Yes, King Biggs, big up to Yaksta too. Let's take one phone call before we go into the Carlee Russel. Have a break of the momentum. Live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning.
Morning. Two quick one.
Yes, family.
I came here. The Bigfoot whatever that's a half full of basket and was speaking a message.
What? Why your phone a break up and I can't hear what you're saying?
Oh my god. No, I'm saying to you, is in footer I said that half full long basket and he was giving this message that you are reading out now?
I don't know. But
I
if
think
it
so.
is, then hey.
Yeah, tell us you have to pay for who you listen to. The next quick point.
All right.
What you say though? Boil your tea.
Yeah, me put the leaf them in there and me a boil the tea and
all right. No,
stove
stop now.
on.
What you need to do, boil the water, wash the leaves, put it in a cup, seal cup, and pour the boiling water over it, cover it, drink you at your temperature.
All right. All right. Makes sense.
Don't boil nothing. Don't push. Don't boil nothing. Boil out the nutrients out there.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So even as a big man, me I learn to make tea. Hey, in life is a learning process. See? All right. Let's get into this call. She's saying that she think Footer Hype was saying him the up there chat too long, but this is the message that he was actually trying to deliver. So you have to be careful who you listen to and take in them vibes and these things. Because you know how the social media thing I go already. So I don't have nay or hate to say. I'm moving right along. I don't know. One of y'all sent me this yesterday. See there, so flow. But I was already on it. Because me and Shakira sit down and I watch it yesterday. And we're looking at each other like, wow. Wow. So basically, the young lady who said she saw the baby on the side of the road and she pulled over her red BMW, which is the icon for this video this morning. She now says that it was all a lie. All a lie. Finally, a full confession. It was all a lie. Carlee Nicole Russel, a 25-year-old Alabama nursing student who told the police that she was abducted, she admitted on Monday through a statement from her lawyer that she was not kidnapped. A massive search for Russell began on July 13th after she called 911 and reported seeing a toddler on the highway, remember? And she returned home on the 15th. In a brief statement, told the police officers that she had been abducted. That was the story. Well, now she says it was all a lie. There was no baby on the side of the road. There was no kidnapping or kidnappers. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, says Desiree, read on behalf of her lawyer, understanding that she made a mistake in the matter. Babe, take Malani. Let me finish up this. Mama, you want to come say morning? Okay, come, mommy. Show done. Yo, brother right says show done. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say I'm my daddy's princess.
I'm Daddy's princess.
Yes. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You say hi, Papa? You can come say hi. Come say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi. I'm 5 years old.
You're 5 years old now?
Mm-hmm.
See how time fly. 5 years old already. And a lot of you watches mom. Well, I never watch her get pregnant. But pause. But y'all, a lot of you watch his mom go through her pregnancy, right? With this one now, 5 now. This one is 3 now. All right. So, yo, I'm not gonna watch her get pregnant. All right, Papa. Daddy soon come.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Oh, she take over the show. Come, go on with your little bright self. Go on, mommy. Daddy soon come.
Come, mommy.
She said, bye, everybody. That's my heart, my baby. Hey, man, I'll tell you something, boy. As a man, boy, the girl, your girl's going to take your heart. Yeah, your girl's going to take your heart. So let's run through this real quick so we can finish on time. We have a solid 10 minutes left. See? Right now, the same girl and the same family who bullied everybody, claiming that nobody will bully them. Remember her mom? When people was demanding information, right? Because we did I say, well, maybe that kidnapper is still out there and maybe they will kidnap somebody else's daughter. So we need to go find these people. Come on, man, give me a description. You never see a shoes, a pair of shoes. You can guess the size. You never see a hand, so you can guess the color of the person. You never hear an accent, nothing. They wasn't given any information. Her mom, I think, played a big part in this. But her mom came out and said, we will not be bullied. We will not be intimidated. We will not be bullied into giving any more information, as if saying we will not be intimidated, right? Because people are saying, come on, give up information or whatever. This big, long, drawn-out, elaborate story. You and your man getting at things. And you come up with all this. You start planning from days ahead how you're going to do this. Let me research Amber Alert. If you make a fake Amber Alert, do you get charged for it? How old do you have to be on an Amber Alert? She's trying to decide if they're going to put her on Amber Alert, if this is going to be a big thing or not. The FBI got involved. I noticed yesterday when I watched it with Shakira, celebrities, female celebrities were posting her pictures. Quite a few of them, big A-list female celebrities. Use their platform. When you see how much picnic go missing, when you see how much people go missing, and these celebrities never say anything. Granted, they can't keep up with how many kids go missing or how many people go missing, period. Because it's hundreds of people that go missing per year, right? But when everybody zooms in on you and give you all that attention to where FBI is involved, um, all these different police departments are involved, all these different law enforcement authorities are involved. People are donating money. They donated over $60,000 in the space of just from one day to the next day trying to find her. People are out on foot with flyers and posters and stopping cars and handing them to them. If you see this girl, please call. Watching the video yesterday of all this put together, I was like, damn, a lot of resources went into trying to find her for the simple fact that she couldn't handle it. Say our man was seeing somebody else or had something with somebody else. Remember, I told you it was very juvenile, like, you know, when you're at school and you're cuss and you say, go ahead, your daddy ugly like what? My daddy might be ugly, but my daddy own him bus. Your daddy no have no work. Your daddy walk road, walk street every day. Your daddy is a vagrant. Your daddy is a bum. My daddy, and you go back and forth, right? It's the same way she was going with the stripper girl that was in the narrative of the story. The stripper girl, I'm beautiful and you're ugly. I'm a nurse and you're a stripper. I don't have any children. You got a child. You don't even know who the baby daddy is. And you know, just breaking her down, breaking her down, breaking her down. And at the end of the day, ladies, remember, say, no matter what you want to say about the side girl, she have the same man what you have. So nobody go tell her, waste your time, tell her about, I'm beautiful, you're ugly. I'm this and you're that. I'm a nurse, you're a stripper. You work at Walmart. I'm this and you're that. You work at the grocery store. I work in the hospital. You have no degrees. You dropped out of school at 11th grade. You didn't even get a diploma. I have a master's degree. I have a bachelor's. Nobody go with all that. Because the bottom line and the common denomination, you taking the same body that she was taking, and that is that, right? So our heart broken, and this is how she reacted. We were discussing this last night, and I say I grew up in the South, born Jamaican, raised between Jamaica and the US pretty much, but I grew up in the South of the US, and I'm very familiar with those Southern Baptist type of, like, the girl family knows his family. It's kind of almost like an arranged marriage of sorts, except for they don't go through arranging the marriage, right? It's like unspoken. Well, they've been seeing each other since they were 12 and 13. They met in the church, or they're growing together. Oh, now they're going to junior prom together. Oh, now they're an item. Oh, now they're getting saved together. Oh, now they're members of the church together. And everybody I tell themselves that they're not sexually involved. They're saving themselves for marriage. The picture is painted pretty. And one day he will definitely be her husband, and this and that. And we're going to watch them come up together, and we're going to watch them go off to college together, get their degrees, start their family and their businesses. And we're going to surround them with love and this and that. And a lot of the times, the girls really do be like keeping their virginity for this guy, and, you know, holding on to the promise of marriage and all this other stuff. So the first time she realized, say, he went somewhere else and then to somebody of a lower caliber, hell broke loose. That's what happened to her. I saw somebody else say she was taking dick. Pardon my language. She was with a man. Even we were saying it. Even we were saying, yo, I feel like, say, an out of town man come into town, you know, and she get a proper slappings, and she was just locked down for 2 days. You don't know. Up till now, all this over somebody. Audrey Wright. All so right now, they're trying to figure out. The police still do not know where she was during the 49 hours after her disappearance. Although they built a timeline of the day before her disappearance, some of the timeline focuses on very strange online searches, which I spoke about earlier. Like on July 11th, she searched, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? And then on the next time, she searched for bus tickets from Alabama to some other place, Birmingham, whatever. All these searches. She ordered food. She stayed in a parking lot. They were tracking her phone. She stayed in a park. For those of you with the YNW Melly case, is the same technology they used to track her phone, okay? So for those of you who are saying, yeah, they track his phone, but it could be off. It's the same technology they used to track. It's very, very reliable, right? All right. Now, her lawyer to have to come out and say this, my client did not see a baby on the side of the road. For her lawyer to come out and say it like that, you must know that the lawyer didn't have no other choice but to say it like that. My client made this up. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client was never kidnapped. My client was, and she still won't say where she was. Rumor has it that she was with a friend and the friend was helping her. Remember I told y'all they knew she was okay because after arguing with her man, she blocked him on every social media platform. And then while she was supposedly missing and they were tracking social media, she was unblocking him on social media, which tells me that he probably had a conversation with her like, where you at? Where are you at? Everybody thinks something's wrong with you. And she's like, oh, you made me do this. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. You weren't worried about me when you were with that damn stripper girl. Don't worry about it now. You might never see me again. Oh my God, Carlee, why are you talking like that? You know? They was having them type of conversation there. She returned home. She's home. She lied. End of it. Are they going to charge her? I don't know. They could. Black damsel in distress doesn't really work. White damsel in distress works more, right? black damsel in distress, we don't know. A lot of people want her to get some jail time. What says you? I don't think. I heard somebody say she should get about 5 years in prison. I don't think so. I wouldn't go that far. It was stupid. It's the typical thinking mindset for somebody who is under the age where science says your frontal lobe is fully developed. You know, I'll give her that too. She didn't think this through. This is going to cause a lot of backlash because the next time they say, oh, young lady goes missing from Alabama, watch how hard it's going to get a celebrity to repost that. Watch how hard it's going to get those 3-letter people involved. Watch how hard it's going to get all law enforcement on board immediately. Because the first thing they're going to think about is Carlee Russel. And the girl that cried wolf. Probably another one of those situations. Give it some time. It'll blow over. That time somebody out there dead for real or kidnapped for real. So there's a lot of ramifications behind what she did. But does she deserve like 5 years in prison? I don't think so. And I wouldn't be that wicked. But they have to find her in some way, and they have to punish this in some way so that she learns and so that others see it and they're like, okay, I'm not going to do that. That's it. It was all a lie. We're going to leave that one right here this morning. Shout out to all the people who cuss we out all along and say, you look like the type of black man that wouldn't even try to protect a black woman. Yeah. Why don't you just wait till the truth comes out? Well, see there. It's out. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Big up yourself. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. I appreciate you being here. You're somebody special. Remember that. All right. And karma is real. Remember that too. I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.